Chapter 9. Detaching from Old Identities. Who you are is not fixed. But who you believe you are often feels permanent. Most people are not limited by their circumstances. They are limited by the identities they refuse to question. You do not only carry beliefs about the world. You carry beliefs about yourself. I am this kind of person. I am not that kind of person. This is just who I am. These statements feel like truth. But they are often simply stories repeated long enough to become familiar. What is an identity? An identity is not who you truly are. It is who you learn to be in order to survive, belong, or be accepted. You built versions of yourself to fit your environment, to avoid conflict, to earn approval, to feel safe, to meet expectations. These identities once served a purpose. But what once protected you can later limit you. How identity becomes a cage. You stop asking what you want and start asking what someone like me would do. You filter opportunities through identity. That's not me. I'm not built for that. People like me don't do things like that. And without realizing it, you close doors before you ever approach them. Identity becomes a silent contract. You agree to stay the same in exchange for the comfort of familiarity, the fear of becoming someone new. Change is not only frightening because of uncertainty. It is frightening because it threatens the image you have of yourself. If you grow beyond your old identity, who are you then? If you release the role you have always played, how will others see you? How will you see yourself? This is why people often choose to remain in roles that no longer fit: the dependable one, the struggling one, the realistic one, the one who dreams quietly but never acts. These roles feel safe because they are known. But safety is not the same as truth. You are not the roles you learn to play. You are not your job. You are not your past mistakes. You are not the labels others gave you. You are not the version of yourself that existed only to survive a chapter of your life. You are the awareness behind those roles. And awareness is not limited by what it has been before. Detaching without rejecting your past. Detaching from old identities does not mean hating who you were. It means recognizing that who you were is not the final version of who you can be. You can honor the past without letting it define your future. You can appreciate the role an identity once played without allowing it to continue leading your life. Growth is not betrayal. It is evolution. Rewriting the story of who I am. Instead of saying, I am this kind of person, begin asking, who am I becoming? Identity does not need to be a label. It can be a direction. You are not required to stay consistent with a version of yourself that no longer reflects your values, vision, or potential. The cost of clinging to old identity. When you refuse to detach from who you were, you block who you could be. You may feel restless but stuck, curious but hesitant, drawn to something more but afraid to step into it. This is the tension between growth and identity. One part of you is ready to expand. Another part is still loyal to an old definition of self. You cannot carry both forever. Choosing evolution over familiarity. At some point, you must decide, will I remain loyal to who I was, or will I become responsible for who I am becoming? Letting go of old identity is not about becoming someone else. It is about becoming more of who you already are beneath the roles, masks, and limitations. Exercise. Releasing old identities. Write down 1. One identity I have outgrown but still carry. 2. One role I play to feel safe or accepted. 3. One version of myself I am ready to release. Then write, I am not confined by who I have been. I allow myself to evolve into who I am becoming. Affirmation. I release identities that no longer reflect my truth. I choose growth, expansion, and the freedom to become.